Today is a very special day. It is my wife's birthday, and 2 years ago, I actually proposed to her, and look at us, we're married and living together. So I had an appointment with the VA where I used to live, so I went ahead, got my hair cut, I shaved, and you know what I do whenever I'm in town and on my way home through here? It's way too big to go in that side. Oh my God, wait till you see these things. I think she's gonna like this. Oh my God, man, this thing's heavy. You guys looking? Oh my God, look at this. It's freaking huge. It's flowers. I always get her flowers when I come through here, but this time I upped the budget quite a bit. Look at this thing. It's so high. I don't think I've had flowers sit this high even when they're on the seat. Look at this. Oh my God, wow. It's blocking my phone and everything. Woo. So yes. Oh yeah, I think she's gonna like that. I hope so. All right guys, we got a lot of driving. Buckle up, get home. And taking this beautiful woman out to a very nice restaurant to eat dinner for her birthday.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. Man, doesn't she look amazing? I'm a lucky guy. We're gonna eat dinner. Check it out. We got the fuel crossover mounted. It's not a lot of room, but it doesn't matter just as long as it does not hit. We got plenty of space there for the distributor. So this part of the fueling system's done. I have to wait for one more 90 degree to come in to complete the front, but I can't run the hoses anyhow, so I'm just right now just gonna put the fittings in. But I did want to point out right here with this one being a 90 degree, I did run into a problem. I did have to loosen the fuel rail up because it hit the runner right here trying to spin in. So if you're going to be using a 90 degree on this back piece right here really close, or if you're using like a really long one on this other one on the front, so there's your thermostat, so this is the what would be the passenger side of the car, you might run into a problem. My 90 degree spun in fine right there. This one's wide open, but yeah, I ran into a little bit of a problem right here. So, but if you're going with the straight fitting, like a lot of people they run straight fittings and they run everything behind the distributor, then you're fine. But for me, the way I'm routing it, I want to minimize how much of this aftermarket fuel line I use. So I swear I need to turn off my phone. Anyway, I'm going to work on some of these front fittings. Cannot forget to add our sealant to these things because we don't want any leaks. We don't want any problems with this stuff. So make sure everything is coated. Especially this is going to be fuel. We really don't want fuel leaking out anywhere. Really not the best of that. This is probably way too much. I'm not very good at getting this to come out very accurately, but it's okay. Probably better a little bit too much than not enough, because these pipe threads have quite a big gap in between them. Alright, it's tightening up here. Get some kind of wrench to move this thing. And I kind of want to angle down because I don't want it to interfere with this one. So I want this line to run in, so that should be perfect right there. So you know what's funny? You guys remember I went to Russia last year, and I brought all kind of camera gear. I brought my drone, I brought the Mavic Pro, I brought my gimbal, I had brought the Ronin S gimbal, I brought all kinds of GoPros, which remember I ended up forgetting in Amsterdam and almost lost them for good. All this stuff to make these great cinegraphic type videos. And the videos, the one video that got the most views, the one that really took off, was one that was just kind of an accident. Me and the wife landed in Moscow after a day and a half of traveling, and we were starving, so we went across the street to there was a mall right across from our hotel. So I just pulled out the GoPro and started filming the mall. And it's one of my best videos. So anyhow, last night coming back from the gym, yes, went to the gym, I had a comment, and I've had this a few times, and I don't get what the fascination is with the voltage, but they're like, we have 220, you got 110. I'm like, I don't know what that has to do with me reviewing or just showing people what a mall looks like, because it's pretty cool if you haven't seen it. You know, I showed a food court that was in there, a little hardware store, had some pretty cool lighting, and that. So anyhow, this guy makes a comment about we have 110, he's got 220, and I told him, like, dude, why don't you do some research before you make a comment like that? We do actually have 220 here in America. Every house is wired for 220. Oh man. And I just thought about that sitting there looking at that meter. So because, you know, like I said before, I got a lot of Russian subscribers now because of that video. So welcome everybody. I do kind of want to, this kind of scale, this is all like brass and aluminum, two very soft materials. So we just want it. So yeah, anyhow, yes, we use 110 here in the United States. It tends to be safer and more reliable, but that's a topic for something totally different. But I don't think what people realize, and what I want to show my Russian subscribers here, is we do have every house has 220. We just don't use it for everything. So this is 600 volts AC. Here my compressor is a 220 compressor. It uses 220 volts, just like our dryers and our ovens use. So I'm going to plug in here, and there we have it. 250 volts. 250 coming into a house here in America. So yes, we do have 220. That's why these cords look different than what you're normally used to. And if you ever saw the cord on a dryer, it's absolutely, or even an oven, it's absolutely massive. So yes, even though our entire house, like things, most of the stuff in our house does not work on 220, we do have 220. So I just wanted to put that out there because it just seems to be something that's not put out there properly. I hate this dirty hands getting this stuff like dirty. All right.
Fight against. And if you want my opinion, I'll let it take me away. Only relief is the four on the floor and the crowd that goes, oh, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, oh, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Killer beat and we dance like we back from the dead. And if you want my opinion, I'll let it take me away. Only 4 on the floor and the crowd that goes. Turn it up. 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 Turn it up.
Got the throttle cable out. For those of you wondering, I got one of these cars. It's not the easiest thing, but it's not impossible. And I found zero information all in all. So I'm going to show you just a little bit out here. First off, this was on the gas pedal. There's a bracket. You'll have to squeeze these two clips in right here to get that to pop through, and then you can get the cable off. Then this is in the firewall, and this is the hard part. There's two clips here that you're going to have to push and pop it out. What makes it hard is there's a big piece of rubber insulation blocking it. So this is what you're going to see when you look underneath the car. You have this metal bracket and the accelerator cable. There's two 10mm bolts right there that you just need to take off, and then this bracket will come out. And then right here is where that plastic piece that I said, you have to squeeze that, you pull that through, and then the cable slides out of here. And then to make your life easy, just go ahead and remove the accelerator cable, which goes, or pedal, it goes right here, these two bolts right here. And this is what I'm talking about, this thick rubber stuff. You can't move it, and it's really hard to get at. And okay, so right here where my finger is, hopefully you can see it, is where the cable goes through, and this is where you have to squeeze those two plastic pieces and push it through. I mean, all in all, it wouldn't be bad if it wasn't for this big thick insulation getting in there, but we got it. So now when my new cable arrives, we'll go ahead and be able to slap that in. I just really didn't want to cut a cable like that and have worry about it fraying up and stuff like that. I'd rather just have the proper cable, so it's on its way. No sooner than I pulled the cable out, FedEx dropped off the new one. So there you go. There's the new end. You can see that that is round for the pin to go through. And I'll show you the inside. There you have it. That's what the accelerator cable looks like, or pedal looks like when it's all installed. There you go. Here's your two bolts right there. And then there's your cable linkage. I said that's about as far as I can get with that lower intake manifold. So the fuel pressure regulator's on, all the fittings are on that I need for it. The thermostat's in, the thermostat housing. Any passages I don't need are plugged up. The heater hose is in there, the water temp sensor's on there. Injectors are in, all the fuel line fittings are in. So just waiting on the cylinder heads, we can get those bolted in, we can get the new push rods and rocker arms installed. Nice beautiful roller rockers. That's going to be fun. We'll go ahead and get the valve lash set. We'll go ahead and bolt that intake on. Then I can hook up those two fuel lines. And then fingers crossed we don't have any fuel leaks. That's the moment. That's what I'm really waiting for next. The big moment is go ahead and turn the key, pressurize this fuel system, and make sure everything holds pressure. And then we'll also set the pressure on that regulator as well. And then we'll be well on our way to just going ahead and finishing up that intake manifold. And then we should be able to hit that key and start this thing up. So excited. I do have one other video that I have. There's some other stuff I did to the car, but other than that, kind of out of stuff to do until the heads come. So I'm thinking if I don't hear something soon, I might start with the springs. I was really gonna wait to get the car running and mess with that, because honestly I know these front springs are gonna be a royal pain to mess with, because to compress them and all that stuff. I don't know, and I just but I got all these parts here. I got new shocks, struts, got the springs, so I might start working on that. I really don't want to get started on it, and then the heads come, and I'd be in the process of this thing, and then I got the car looking weird because I got half of it done. So I don't know. We shall wait and see how much energy I have in that. So with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the vlog. Like I said, I got more stuff coming, and then we're going to figure out where we're going to go from here. But let me tell you this. The wife has told me to go ahead and start getting some estimates to clear that back piece of land. because she wants a piece of it to plant trees and some other gardening. So she wants it cleared. I want it clear for the garage, and getting it clear puts me one step closer to getting all this done. So, might be getting this garage sooner or later, because I gotta be honest, I cannot handle, my back cannot put in crawling on this floor and working on this thing. If I don't get a garage, I don't know what. Anyhow, fingers crossed. Alright, exciting times. Like, share, subscribe. Links down below if you want to buy t-shirts, hoodies, buy stuff, whatever. I don't know. Just check out the links down below. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.